Hello, how are you? Can you come and look all these toys with me? I know that at first they look simple, but if we look closer, something interesting happens. For example, the unicorn makes us think about imagination.
The white shape makes us wonder what are we really seeing.
And the moving ball makes us think about change.
All these ideas help us ask one big question, that is, what is real? That question is part of metaphysics, which is a branch of philosophy that studies reality, existence, and the universe. It also helps us think about things we cannot always test with experiments.
Like what?
Like what makes something real and why things exist. So it helps us look deeper. Exactly, it helps us think beyond what we see. The term metaphysics comes from the Greek words.
Meta means beyond.
And physica means the physical world.
So this field means thinking beyond only what we can see, touch, or measure. Metaphysics talks about ideas like space, time, possibility, identity, and change.
In this case, the flowers help us think about time because they grow and change.
The unicorn helps us think about possibility because we can imagine things that are not in front of us.
This toy helps us think about identity because we can ask, it is an animal, a creature, or something else?
So metaphysics helps us think about what changed, what could exist, and what things really are. Metaphysics has branches like a tree, and each branch asks a different kind of question.
Ontology asks what exists. For example, the bench and the ball exist because we can touch them. But what about love, dreams, or imagination? Natural theology asks about God, the divine, and why the universe exists. The main questions are where everything comes from and how the universe is connected.
Then we have universal science that studies the first rules of logic. For example, if the ball is on the bench, it cannot be off the bench at the same time. Together, these branches help us organize the biggest ideas about existence and reality. In addition, this branch is special because it's abstract, rational, universal, and fundamental.
Abstract means it is not only about what we can see.
Rational means it uses thinking and reason.
Universal means it asks about everything that exists.
Fundamental means it asks us about the deepest parts of reality.
So it's important to notice that metaphysics is not like a science experiment. It uses careful thinking to ask what really means. This field also asks if everything is made only of matter or if non-physical things can exist too.
I can touch the ball.
But I cannot touch a dream or an idea.
It also asks about the mind and the body.
If my body is here, but my mind is dreaming, what is happening?
There is a metaphysical question. The story of metaphysics began a long time ago in ancient Greece. Back then, some philosophers looked at the world and started asking very deep questions. They didn't only want to know what things looked like. They wanted to understand what reality is.
Hello, I am Parmenides. I believe that true reality doesn't really change. For Parmenides, change was only things seemed to do, not the deepest truth.
Hello, I am Heraclius. I believe that change is everywhere. Heraclius thought the world is always moving and changing like a river.
These early ideas opened the door for two very important philosophers, Plato and Aristotle.
Hello, I am Plato. I believe that behind the things we see, there are perfect ideas called forms. For example, we can see many flowers, but Plato thought there was a perfect idea of flower beyond the physical world.
Hello, I am Aristotle. I focus on the world around us. I ask what the things are, why they exist, and what causes them to change. Aristotle called metaphysics first philosophy because it studies the first causes and deepest principles of reality. For this reason, he is often considered the father of metaphysics.
So metaphysics began when philosophers tried to understand what is real and why things exist. Do you know that metaphysics is still useful today, especially when technology makes us question what is real?
A video game can feel real, even if it is inside a screen.
And AI can answer questions, but can it really think?
All these remind us that even games, robots, and AI can make us wonder. To conclude,
Metaphysics teaches us that the world is not always as simple as it looks.
A toy can make us think. A dream can make us wonder.
And one question can change how we see everything.
so now it's your turn to wonder. So if something feels real to you, does that really make it part of your reality?